Ever wondered what really goes into making a film beyond just hitting record? From powerful performances to the gear behind the scenes, every great movie starts with the same foundation. Whether you're filming on a smartphone or building your first indie crew, understanding the core elements and essential equipment can take your project from amateur to cinematic. Today, we're breaking it all down, simply, clearly, and step by step. Welcome back to Film Basics, the channel where we break down filmmaking into easy, practical steps for creators at every level. But once you understand the core elements and know what basic tools you actually need, things get a lot simpler. If you're just starting out, the filmmaking process might seem overwhelming. Lights, cameras, audio gear, crew roles, scripts, schedules, it's a lot. So let's unpack it all, one step at a time. Part 1. What are production elements? Every great film, whether it is a Hollywood blockbuster or an indie short, is made up of a set of key production elements. These are the creative and technical components that work together to shape the final product. It doesn't matter how good your camera is or how experienced your actors are. If the script doesn't work, the film won't either. A good script tells a clear story, defines the characters, sets the tone, and communicates the structure, beginning, middle, and end. Let's go through them. 1. The script. The script is the heart of your film. It's your roadmap, your blueprint, your foundation. 2. Casting. It's about making intentional choices to support the emotion of each scene. Great performances come from actors who understand the character and have the right presence on screen. Casting brings your characters to life. Choosing the right actors, whether they be professionals or friends helping you out, can make or break your film. Poor sound quality is one of the biggest reasons short films feel unprofessional. When scouting, think about lighting, sound, space, and whether you'll need permission to shoot there. 3. Location. Set design doesn't have to be expensive, but it should feel intentional. Even with a low-budget camera, good lighting can make your shots look cinematic. The setting of your film plays a major role in storytelling. A good location enhances realism and mood. That means guiding actors, shaping the tone, pacing the story, and making sure each scene serves the film's overall vision. 4. Cinematography. Cinematography is how your story is visually told. This includes camera angles, movement, framing, focus, and the overall composition of each shot. 5. Sound. Think of them as puzzle pieces. Each one matters, and when they're all aligned, your film comes together beautifully. Sound design and audio capture are often underestimated. Clear dialogue, ambient noise, and music help set the atmosphere and immerse your audience. 6. Lighting. Let's break down the equipment you'll need to get started, from bare essentials to nice-to-haves. This is where you choose the best takes, trim the fat, add music and effects, and adjust timing for emotional impact. Editing can save a bad shoot and enhance a good one. Lighting affects how your images look and feel. It directs the viewer's eye, builds mood, and adds depth. It's great for interviews, locked-off shots, and scenes where you want a consistent frame. 7. Set design, props, and wardrobe. These tools help you get smooth, cinematic movement without shaky footage. If you're just starting, don't stress about having the latest cinema camera. A basic lighting setup includes 3 lights, a key light, a fill light, and a backlight. You can also bounce natural light using a reflector or a white foam board. This creates balanced, dynamic lighting for your subject. A DSLR mirrorless camera or even a newer smartphone can give you amazing results. What matters more is how you use it, understanding frame rates, exposure, depth of field, and shot composition. You can also use an external audio recorder like a Zoom H1 or Tascam DR40 for cleaner, isolated sound. These help build the world of your story. Even small touches, like a character's costume or a mug on a kitchen table, can say a lot. 8. Direction. As a director, your job is to unify all the elements. 9. Editing. After the shoot, the story is reshaped in the editing room. So those are your core production elements. Now that you know what goes into a film, let's talk about how to capture it. Pro tip: shoot at 24 frames per second for that cinematic motion blur. If your camera lets you change lenses, that opens up even more control. Wide angles, telephoto, and prime lenses all offer different storytelling effects, too. Tripod and stabilization. Stable footage is crucial. A simple tripod is a must-have. If you plan to move with the camera, consider a handheld stabilizer or gimbal. Even a DIY stabilizer or shoulder rig can make a huge difference when you're refilming on the go. 3. Lighting gear. Lighting is one of the most important and overlooked tools. A basic lighting setup includes 3 lights: a key light, a fill light, and a backlight. You can also bounce natural light using a reflector or a white foam board. This creates balanced, dynamic lighting for your subject. If you're on a budget, use LED panels, soft boxes, or even work lights with diffusion. Lighting can completely change the tone of your scene, from dramatic and moody to bright and cheerful. You can also use an external audio recorder like a Zoom H1 or Tascam DR40 for cleaner, isolated sound. 4. Microphones and audio gear. Never rely on your camera's built-in mic. For dialogue, use a shotgun mic mounted on a boom pole or clip lavalier mix on your actors. Don't forget to monitor your audio with headphones while recording. One small audio issue can ruin a perfect take. Also, record 30 seconds of room tone, the natural sound of the space, to help smooth out cuts in post-production. 5. Other essential tools. Here are some extras you'll want on set. Extra batteries and memory cards. Always bring more than you think you'll need. Gaffer tape to secure cables and gear. Clapperboard helps with audio syncing and organization. Reflectors bounce or soften light. Light stands and extension cords. Portable monitors or smartphone apps to preview your shots. Power banks if you're shooting outdoors. Part 3. Choosing gear based on your goals. So what do you actually need to buy first? Start with the basics. A decent camera or smartphone, a tripod, 1 or 2 lights. Focus on learning the fundamentals, how to frame your shots, light your subject, and capture clean sound, an external mic. And editing software like Adobe Premiere, DaVinci Resolve, or Final Cut Pro. You can shoot a professional-looking short film with just these tools if you use them well. As your skills grow, you can add gear piece by piece: lenses, stabilizers, extra lights, and more advanced audio setups. Remember, gear enhances your vision, it doesn't replace it. The story always comes first. Just the right tools, a bit of preparation, and a lot of creativity. Closing thoughts. So to recap, subscribe for more tutorials and leave a comment with your favorite piece of gear or what you were using to shoot right now. Production elements are the creative and technical pieces that make a film work: story, direction, sound, visuals, performance, and editing. Your equipment is how you bring those elements to life: camera, lighting, audio, and support gear. You don't need a Hollywood studio to make an impact. That's it for today's episode of Film Basics. If you found this helpful, make sure to hit that like button. In the next episode, we lines walk through how to plan and schedule your first short film, from pre-production to shoot day. Until then, stay creative, keep learning, and remember, every great filmmaker started with the basics.